G'day guys and welcome back to ADOS the Great YouTube channel. So guys, for today's video I'm going to be giving you my round 5 Rabbitohs team list predictions. So there is one change I'm making to the team and we'll go over that shortly, but yeah, let's go through the lineup. Now, as every Monday, as we do this every Monday I should say, you know we do a pretty short video, so it won't go for too long. I highly doubt we'll see this go over 5 minutes. But yeah, we'll announce the lineup. There is a few players I do want to kind of put on notice, but we'll get to that shortly. Let's go through the 1 through to 13 to start with. At fullback, obviously Latrell Mitchell. On the wings, I've got Jackson Paulo and Alex Johnston. Now, with Jackson Paulo, here's one player I want to put on notice. The reason being, he's done nothing majorly wrong, but he hasn't been the same player that he was last year. I don't know if moving him to the centres really dented his confidence. I don't think that was the right thing to do, and obviously he's taken a bit of a hit from that. So look, I think we should definitely leave him in the side, and he is in my side this week. But personally, I'd be happy to play Blake TAAFFE in the centres. A lot of other teams have done similar things where they've moved their halves or fullbacks to a back role, like a wing or a centre. Take, for example, Connor Tracy, played as a half for us, moved to Cronulla to play as a backup half. They moved him into the centres. He now plays on the wing. So there's a lot of possibilities there. We could bring Blake TAAFFE into the side somewhere, but for now I'm keeping Jackson Paulo. That was the first player I'm putting on notice. And then in the centres, we've got Campbell Graham and Tane Milne. Tane Milne, I'm not putting on notice. I love his aggression, love how fiery he gets, love the big shots, love it. But he does need to be careful because he can get a little too fiery. In the halves, we've got Cody Walker and Lachlan Ilias, both definitely keeping their spot. Lachlan Ilias played probably his best game I've seen him play this season. He was brilliant, so very happy those two are gelling together now. In the front row, we've got Tavita Totola, Mark Nichols, if healthy, and then a dummy half, Damien Cook. Now, I say if healthy because I don't really know what's going on with him there. I'll be honest with you, I haven't looked into any reports, so I don't know if he will play. If he doesn't, one option is probably to start Tom Burgess and play Blake TAAFFE off the bench and keep the same bench. But for now, I'm naming Mark Nichols as the front rower with Tavita Totola and Damien Cook at dummy half. In the second row, we've got Jai Arrow, Keon Kolomatangi, and at lock, Cameron Murray. And off the bench, finally, guys, I've got Saliva Havili, Jacob Host, Thomas Burgess, and Blake TAAFFE. Now, you notice that I have dropped Liam Knight. He was the other player I want to put on notice. Now, when I say on notice, normally I wouldn't drop someone if I'm putting them on notice, but after the head knocks, I don't think he's right. I was proud of him in his return to footy against the Roosters. I thought he had a ripper of a game there, but against Penrith, he was really lackluster off the bench. And I think we need to give him some more time in the New South Wales Cup. So he's been put on notice in the New South Wales Cup to see if he can tear it back up again and get his jersey back from the Rabbitohs. So yes, guys, that is my lineup for round 5. So TAAFFE comes into the side and Liam Knight falls out. I think it's a pretty good lineup. I think we can work Saliva Havili and Blake TAAFFE into the bench. But other than that, there's not really any other changes I would make. So, yeah, guys, that is going to wrap it up from me. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with this lineup? Is there any changes you'd make? Let me know. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the footy this weekend and go the Rabbitohs.